Hey there, folks. This is me, Metal Max of AskMetalMax.com, and it's time for one of my favorite parts of the website, and that is, yes, another show review. This week, I'm going to talk about the the December 27th show at the High Noon Saloon featuring Good Morning V, Go Play God, and Seven Seasons Deep, who were the main headliners of the night, obviously. And one thing I have to say about the whole show is that, if you get right down to it, really get right down to it, how I would describe the atmosphere in there is just like a brotherhood. Like a brotherhood. Seeing all the best bands that perform, and honestly, the first band that performed, Good Morning V, I thought they were a pretty good band. The only problem I had with them is that they had the type of sound that didn't really fit the whole atmosphere of the show, but sort of like had that '90s-esque touch of Dinosaur Jr., REM, and Better Than Ezra. But like I said, I think they were a decent band, and therefore I predict a lot of great things for them in the Madison area in the future. But the second band that came on after them, Go Play God, now these guys have a great style of potential. If you had to describe their ultimate sound, think of them as like anywhere between Tool, Disturbed, Incubus, and 1 Minute Silence, because their music is like just that good. Obviously, they were the band that were really getting the crowd into the mood, and you could honestly say that they kind of brought down the house a bit. By the way, look for a band interview with Go Play God very, very soon here on AskMetalMax.com. It'll be a great one, I can promise you that. But like I said, nothing could you would think that nothing could top Go Play God, but that's where Seven Seasons Deep comes in. And my goodness, they were just phenomenal. Like picture like being at an Alice in Chains show in the like around 1993 or so, with Lane Staley fronting the band. That's the type of feeling you could get from Seven Seasons Deep. They put out so many good, solid original tunes, but the tunes that really stole the show were their covers of Sex Type Thing from Stone Temple Pilots, along with Wood from Alice in Chains themselves, and they were fantastic, I gotta say. And right now they're in the process of putting together their second EP, so we should be hearing something a lot more new from those guys in the very near future. Basically, what can I say about the show? The crowd really got into it. Fun times to be had. However, in terms of how I'd rate the show, I give it 3.5 on the Richter scale, mainly because, what I said about Good Morning V earlier. But all in all, it wasn't a great show, but it wasn't a bad show either. So, all I can say is, these three bands are still worth getting into. I'm Ask Metal Max of AskMetalMax.com, and that's my 2 cents.